Welcome to the channel. Today, we're diving into Washington, D.C., the ultimate guide for first-timers and seasoned visitors alike. Get ready for a whirlwind tour of the U.S. Capitol, iconic monuments, mind-blowing museums, and neighborhoods you'll want to move into. This is your one-stop shop for planning the perfect D.C. adventure. No ads, just pure travel inspiration, so let's jump right in. First stop, the heart of the city. First up, the National Mall, America's front yard. This is where the nation comes together, a place that's both a symbol and a gathering space for people from all walks of life. This 2-mile green stretch is flanked by the most famous buildings and monuments in the country. It's a living timeline of American history, stretching from the U.S. Capitol all the way to the Lincoln Memorial. Walk from the U.S. Capitol to the Lincoln Memorial and feel the history in the air. Every step you take connects you to the past, present, and future of the nation. The mall is alive with joggers, picnickers, and tourists, and it's all free to explore. You'll see families sharing lunch on the grass, friends snapping photos, and locals out for a morning run. You're standing where Martin Luther King Jr. gave his "I Have a Dream" speech. Imagine the crowds, the hope, and the echoes of history that still linger here. The Capitol Dome anchors one end, Lincoln sits at the other, and the Washington Monument pierces the sky in between. These landmarks aren't just beautiful, they're powerful reminders of the nation's ideals. Rent a bike or scooter to cover more ground. Your feet will thank you. There's so much to see, and gliding along the paths lets you take it all in at your own pace. Every monument tells a story, from the World War II memorial's fountains, honoring sacrifice and unity, to the quiet power of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, where names etched in stone invite reflection. It's an emotional journey, patriotic, humbling, inspiring. You'll see visitors pausing, some in tears, others in awe, all touched by the stories these monuments hold. Give yourself time, don't rush. The mall is best experienced slowly, letting each moment and memory sink in. Wear comfortable shoes and let yourself get lost in the history. Guided tours are great, but wandering on your own can be just as rewarding. The National Mall is the perfect introduction to D.C., grand, important, and for everyone. It's a crossroads of cultures, ideas, and dreams. It's the People's Park, waiting for you to explore. Whether you're here for the monuments or just to relax, you'll find your own place on the mall. Don't just see it, experience it. Touch the stone, read the inscriptions, and let the stories come alive around you. Take in the scale, the stories, and the energy. The mall is vast, but every corner has something to offer, from quiet moments to bustling crowds. This is where the nation's triumphs and struggles are etched in stone. Each monument is a chapter in America's story, waiting for you to discover. It's a must-see and the best way to start your DC adventure. Capture the moment and let the mall inspire your journey. Soak it all in and let the city's spirit set the tone for your trip. The mall is more than a destination, it's an experience that stays with you. The National Mall is DC at its most iconic. It's where the city's heart beats strongest and where your adventure truly begins. Ready for the next stop? Let's keep moving. There's so much more to discover in the nation's capital. Let's talk about the Smithsonian, DC's treasure chest of free museums. Admission? Always free. It's not just one museum, but a collection of 19 world-class museums and galleries, plus the National Zoo, all waiting for you to explore. You could spend weeks here and still not see it all. Each museum is packed with fascinating exhibits, rare artifacts, and interactive displays for all ages. History buffs, don't miss the National Museum of American History. Here you can see the original Star-Spangled Banner, Dorothy's ruby slippers, and countless other pieces that shaped America's story. Science lovers, the National Museum of Natural History is a must. Marvel at the dazzling Hope Diamond, stand beneath towering dinosaur skeletons, and discover the wonders of our planet and beyond. At the Air and Space Museum, you can touch a real moon rock, see the spirit of St. Louis, and get up close to the Wright brothers' plane, the birthplace of flight. Art lovers and history seekers alike will be inspired by the National Portrait Gallery and the Museum of African American History and Culture. These museums are filled with powerful stories, stunning art, and unforgettable experiences. With so much to see, don't try to do it all in one day. Pick 2 or 3 museums that excite you most, and take your time exploring. Some museums require free timed entry passes, especially for popular exhibits, so be sure to check online and reserve your spot ahead of time. The Smithsonian is a DC essential. Don't leave the city without exploring at least a piece of this incredible collection. There's something here for everyone, from kids to adults. It's the best deal in town, and a highlight of any visit. You'll leave with memories, photos, and maybe even a new favorite museum. Ready for more? The adventure continues. Let's go! The U.S. Capitol Building. Iconic, powerful, and open for tours. This is the heart of American democracy, where history is written and decisions that shape the nation are made every day. Its grand dome is instantly recognizable, and stepping inside is like walking into the pages of a living history book. Book your free tour in advance through the Capitol Visitor Center or your senator's office. Tours fill up quickly, especially during peak seasons, so planning ahead is a must if you want to experience the Capitol up close. The tour starts underground, then takes you to the crypt, the rotunda, and maybe Statuary Hall. Each stop is packed with stories from the mysterious legends of the crypt to the grandeur of the rotunda, where presidents and heroes have lain in state. Stand beneath the dome and gaze up at the breathtaking apotheosis of Washington. The artwork above is filled with symbolism and detail, and it's truly awe-inspiring to see in person. The art and history here are unforgettable. From marble statues to historic paintings, every corner tells a story about the people and events that shaped the United States. Security is tight, so check the rules before you go. Expect airport-style screening, and remember that certain items aren't allowed inside. This is a working government building, so be respectful. You might even catch a glimpse of lawmakers or staffers hurrying to their next meeting. Even if you're not a political junkie, the Capitol's architecture and stories make it a must-see. The building itself is a masterpiece, and the guides bring its history to life with fascinating anecdotes. It's a rare chance to walk the halls of power. You'll feel the weight of history all around you as you explore these legendary corridors. Don't miss it on your D.C. trip. It's an experience you'll remember long after you leave the city. The Capitol is where history is made. See it for yourself. Witness the place where the nation's story continues to unfold. Next up, the most famous address in America. The adventure continues just down the road. Let's head there now. 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, the White House. Seeing it in person is surreal, even from outside the fence. Tours are tough to get. Request months in advance through your member of Congress or embassy. Most visitors admire it from the North Lawn or the Ellipse for classic views and photos. The area buzzes with tourists, protesters, and news crews, a true melting pot. Visit the White House Visitor Center for fascinating exhibits and presidential history. Fun fact: the White House has 132 rooms and 35 bathrooms. Even if you can't go inside, walking the perimeter is a must. The White House is a DC icon. Don't skip it. Snap a photo, soak in the atmosphere, and feel the history. Next, we visit a place of reflection and power. Let's go. 13. At the west end of the mall stands the Lincoln Memorial, a temple to unity and leadership. Climb the steps and stand before Lincoln's towering statue, his gaze fixed on the Capitol. The Gettysburg Address and Second Inaugural Address are carved into the walls. Read them. This is where Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his "I Have a Dream" speech. Visit at sunrise for magic, or at night for a peaceful, glowing scene. Sit on the steps, reflect, and let the history sink in. The Lincoln Memorial is more than a photo op. It's a place for inspiration. Don't rush. Take a moment to absorb its meaning. It's a highlight of any DC visit. Ready for a change of pace? Let's explore a different side of the city. Time for Georgetown, DC's most charming neighborhood. Stroll M Street and Wisconsin Avenue for shopping, dining, and people watching. Wander the side streets for historic homes and photogenic corners. Georgetown is a foodie haven. Don't miss the legendary cupcakes at Georgetown Cupcake. Walk or bike along the C&O Canal for a peaceful escape. Visit Georgetown University's beautiful campus for classic collegiate vibes. Georgetown is the perfect break from monuments, full of style, history, and sweet treats. Spend an afternoon here for a taste of local life. Next, let's catch DC at its most beautiful. If you're in DC in early spring, don't miss the cherry blossoms around the tidal basin. For a few weeks, the city bursts into pink and white, absolutely breathtaking. The National Cherry Blossom Festival brings parades, concerts, and citywide celebrations. Walk the tidal basin path for stunning views and photos, with the Jefferson Memorial as your backdrop. It gets crowded. Go at sunrise for peace and perfect light. Rent a paddle boat for a unique perspective on the blooms. Even outside blossom season, the tidal basin is a beautiful spot, home to several major memorials. If you can time your trip for peak bloom, it's pure magic. Next, let's dive into world-class art. Art lovers, the National Gallery of Art is a must, free and world-class. The West Building houses old masters like Da Vinci, Rembrandt, and Monet. The East Building is a modern masterpiece featuring Picasso, Warhol, and Calder. Don't miss the underground concourse with its futuristic light sculpture. The sculpture garden is perfect for a stroll, or ice skating in winter. The collection is vast, so pick your favorites or just wander and be surprised. The National Gallery is a cultural treasure, don't miss it. Now let's see where locals go for flavor and fun. Head to Eastern Market on Capitol Hill for a taste of local D.C. This historic market is packed with fresh food, flowers, and baked goods during the week. On weekends it transforms. Outdoor vendors, artists, and live music fill the streets. Try the legendary crab cakes or blueberry pancakes. It's the perfect spot for people watching and picking up unique souvenirs. Eastern Market is all about community, not just tourists. If you're in town on a weekend, don't miss it. Support local artists and farmers and experience authentic DC life. Next, a place of honor just across the river. Arlington National Cemetery is a must for any DC visit. Solemn, moving, and deeply important. Walk among endless rows of white headstones, honoring those who served. Witness the changing of the guard at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, a powerful ceremony. Visit President Kennedy's grave and the Eternal Flame. Arlington House offers sweeping views of the city. Remember to be respectful, this is sacred ground. Arlington provides perspective on the nation's history and sacrifice. It's a place for reflection and gratitude. Make time for it on your itinerary. 11. That's our whirlwind tour of Washington, D.C., a city of history, culture, and inspiration. From the National Mall to Arlington, Georgetown to the Smithsonian, there's something for everyone. Whether you have a weekend or a week, D.C. is unforgettable. Thanks for joining us. Subscribe for more travel adventures. Tell us what you're most excited to see in D.C. in the comments. Until next time, happy travels. Good night.